up, everybody, and welcome back to the latest episode of mine. And in today's episode is part 2 of this great game, Altred Beast. Last episode I did a review on Altred Beast, which came out in 1989 by Sega, and then today's episode is the remake that Sega did in 2005 on Ps2. So let's plug the strange game in and check it out. So here we go, let's start this. So before I get to the main game itself, I will first want to go through the options or the features that you get in this game. The first one that I see is story mode. We're not going to go into that now, we'll go into that a little bit later. So the next one on the list is the beast data option. This is all the beasts that you are able to unlock the more you progress in the game, and this is more of like a bio on each character. The first one is the wolf. Second one is the merman, the aquatic beast. Third is some weird type of yeti or gorilla. Very crazy. Much more different than the first game that came out. They put so many different things and features in that has got nothing to do with the first game. So the next creature is half man, half eagle, which is so weird and bizarre, which gives you the ability of flight. Crazy, crazy idea. Another thing I like is the artwork. Even in the backgrounds of all the different options or special features, they've got crazy pictures in the background, which is really cool and mean. So enough of that now, let's go into the next one, enemy data. So as you progress in the game, it records all the enemies that you fight, and here's a list of them, whole bunch of different creatures with their bios as well. So the next special feature is boss time attack. It lets you re-challenge the bosses that you've already fought, so you can better your stats or your points or get more enemy data, which is really cool. But once you beat the boss, you don't really want to go back, right? So the second last option I think is still locked. I think I have to finish the game to unlock this feature. So the next feature after that is the gallery. So the more you progress through the game, the storylines, the clips, it gets stored here. Now we're done with all of this. So let's play the game. Altred Beast.
Chip.
What an awesome intro. You think the game is started and then it goes back into another clip scene, but dang, so much gore, it's gruesome, it's freaky as ever, and this werewolf is just hacking it away at all these zombie freaks. It's awesome. There's a lot of games that come to mind when I'm playing this. Reminds me a lot of Splatterhouse. There's maybe a 3D version of it. That's why I want to play the PS3 one so bad. Really trying to get my hands on that game. Oh, hack, slash. Yeah. What? I'm dead already? Why? Oh, there's another cutscene. This is all a tutorial.
The beast is taking over your mind. You're going to die unless we do something.
What's happening to me? Who are you?
You don't remember? Don't worry, it's just a tranquilizer. Transformation puts quite a bit of stress on your cerebral cortex. That's the human part of your brain. We don't want your mind to transform as well, do we?
Transform? What are you talking about?
I don't suppose you would have the chips with you like you're supposed to. Though, I doubt that in your current state you even know what I'm talking about.
Alright, in your human form, you've only got a few basic moves. After a while in the game, it actually becomes boring if you're in human form. Very bizarre how they made this game, but a lot of work went into it. For my personal opinion, I think it leans more to a new type of game idea, because for Altred Beast, they totally threw out the Roman and Greek influence. For me, it's a real bummer. It would have been really cool if they made this game like the game of Altred Beast, the first one, but like this, exactly like this. Not involving government conspiracy theories and experiments like Resident Evil, another game that comes to mind playing this game. But it was during that time when Resident Evil was so popular. But nonetheless, awesome game. I love it. Some of your basic moves that you need to know is your hitting, your kicking, your jumping, and your triangle button that sucks the energy out of your victims. Without that, you won't be able to get anywhere in this game. As you see, as you slice and slaughter these creatures, they will leave behind either green puddle on the ground or a red puddle. The red is for your health, the green is for your beast power, I guess. One thing I must say, that this game has such a unique gameplay. Only thing I wish that they incorporated in was almost like an auto aim. A lot of games have it, God of War has it, that you can focus on a certain person while you're fighting. Without that, it becomes very random and you're just hitting whoever, and it becomes a little bit of a problem. But nonetheless, it is manageable. The movement is kind of quirky. It's not perfect in any way, but it's a really fun and exciting game to play because something's always happening. One thing I really enjoy and I think is cool for the game, the more enemies you kill, you get data from them and you build your beasts. And at the end of the day, you're basically building special abilities and a combo scheme, which is bizarre and so weird, totally different, but cool nonetheless. The only thing I wish that you'd be able to upgrade your moves and your stats in human form, which they never did, which really sucks because you're stuck with these basic moves the whole game through and the monsters just get harder and harder. game, sometimes it kind of makes me feel like you're in a maze because everything is linked and there's a lot of missioning around. You can't get to certain areas if you don't have your beast abilities, exactly like Legacy of Kain. I kind of love the 3D element that they've added into the game. While during gameplay it zooms in and out while you're tearing the enemies apart, especially when the blood's splatting on the screen. It's seriously crazy. I love it. Okay, so I've had enough of this stage. Let's get to the good stuff and fight the boss, which I think is some weird water rat or some bio experiment which is totally whack and crazy. Compared to the old game is more of magic, and this has got more science to do with it. Don't really like. That's why I think it's a totally different game to me. But nonetheless, awesome experience, fun playing it. I suggest you guys try it. If you come across it or get your hands on it one day.
assume you've already been debriefed on the situation in Forest Town. I need you to investigate the research facility and confirm the fate of Dr. Eric Jobs and his research team. Sorry, but you're on your own on this one. You're the only one who can survive in that genome mist. Seeing as you are still highly classified, you will be transported under secrecy. As for the chips you'll be carrying with you, feel free to administer them using your own discretion. Remember, we haven't tested the effects of administering all the chips simultaneously, so don't get too trigger happy.